You know that it's fun to go out, except I never leave my house. I'm either at work or home, and it seems kind of pathetic just drinking alone. So if you got nothing going on, have some drinks with Ron.
Hello and welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron. This is my drink. This is my drinking robe, which has seen its better days. Sauce for tonight is probably where I should have began on my quest to find the quintessential king of the lower mid-priced bourbons. Ancient age, at least where I should have started alphabetically. But I read a review from some guy online who reviews the top shelf stuff and was essentially doing what I've been doing for the last 3 years, going through the relatively lower priced bourbons and seeing where they stack up with the good stuff, which you can kind of see my top tier, Makers, Old Whiskey River, Eagle Rare, some quality stuff right there. But I want to see where the cheap stuff stacks up. So I'm trying out the Ancient Age. I'll tell you, it's not too bad, decent in a mixer. Not so sure how gung-ho I'd be to be drinking it neat, but not bad for the price. Definitely, it's. I'll give you the rankings in a later Drinks with Ron. But tonight I wanted to start going back to a couple stories that just popped into my head earlier tonight. When I first moved to La Crosse, I moved to a place called the Big Brown Box, which is no longer brown, sided now, tan. Besides the point, completely irrelevant, and I will move on. But yeah, big party pad, guys that were down that live there. Dudes from Lancaster live downstairs, a bunch of crazy bastards live upstairs that have parties in the basement. And I mean, these guys threw so many parties. They built a full-on bar, the width, and then a wraparound for half the length of the basement of this house. Full-on 4-foot-high bar out of case returnable bottle boxes. So I went to one of the parties there. It was absolutely insane, and I'm like, hell yes, I'm moving here. So I moved in, and the landlord threw a padlock on the back door. But besides the point, might have been the best thing for me in retrospect. But if you went down my back alley, a couple blocks down, were Hutch Apartments. And if you know anything of the layout of UWL, Hutch Apartments is essentially an unofficial dorm, pretty much occupied by aspiring alcoholics, I guess. I don't know a better way to word it. But you'd go into Hutch, and in your walk down the hallway, you'd hear 4 to 5 apartments with their music cranked so loud, that you could hear them easily. Doors are wide open because, whatever, walk in. You might see a dude pissing in the stairwell. Good times. But, so anyway, campus is right there. And between my place and Hutch Apartments, you could go straight down the alley, and it was always an adventure. One day, middle of the day, I think it was Matt and Jonah and myself going to Jonah's apartment, which was in Hutch. We're walking down the alley, holding our beers, beers in tow. Not like holding our beers, but having a stroll with a can, as was completely not out of line in La Crosse. So we're walking down and we see a dude lighting fireworks. Cool, we're wasted, let's go check it out. So we get a little closer and we notice the fireworks he's lighting off the hood of a car. Okay, so the guy's an idiot. But let's go check it out. Still fireworks. So we get a little closer, and we all three come walking up, and kind of walk up on the guy holding our beers, and we just look at him. We're like, hey. He just turns white. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like, no, it's cool, dude. Light fireworks. Fireworks are cool. Don't be sorry. No, I didn't know. Like, all right. I didn't know it was your car. I'm sorry. I don't even live here. I'm just here as I know a guy who's... Okay, it's not my car. You can keep lighting the fireworks off. And so he did. But anyway, just got me thinking of the various random weird things happening with cars in my time in La Crosse. The place I moved after the Brown Box was a couple blocks away on Main Street. And we, as soon as we moved in, we started going to a bar called Showtime. S-C-H-O. Must have had something to do with the last name of the owner. First time I went there and met the owner, he was great. And he's buying me drinks. I dragged the guy up. We're doing karaoke. Me and the fucking owner of the bar are out there, you know, high five, and he's giving me drinks. What did I called him? He had a nickname for me. I think I was calling him Singing Bartender. Well, apparently the reason the guy was in such a good fucking mood is he had sold the bar. So 2 weeks later, we show up, completely different name, Kellogg's Keg. New owner, guy's gone, free drinks are fucking over. But we kept coming back for karaoke. And one night we're on our way home, a particularly a loud night. I think some Doors came into play, and there was some Eminem, which, whew, put it this way, this performance of Eminem that I put on, I had people come up to me in bars down on 3rd Street, who I have no idea who the fuck they were, that were coming up to me, talking to me about doing Eminem at karaoke, and I apparently made an impression. But anyway, we're on our way home, and my buddy's place is, you know, midway between the bar and my house, so we got a group of 6 or 7 of us completely amped up on the way home. My buddy, who I won't name, decides that he's going to go full-on drunken ninja, and he's going to run over a car. I mean, run over a car. You know, he's going to go get full bore, 1 foot on the bumper, 1 foot on the hood, 1 on the windshield, 1 on the roof, back window, trunk, out the other side, and do a fucking pirouette and a bow. I mean, he's just balls to the wall. He's amped up. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Okay, you know, have at it, dude. You know, it's nice night, early spring, kind of like, you know, April. Pretty nice, and it's just sprinkling a little bit, and he gets cranking up. He's coming down the sidewalk full bore, and he's not a big dude, but he's not a small dude, so he's pulling some G's by the time he gets going. And you know, he gets up there and it's like clockwork. First step, bumper. Second step, hood. You know, perfect. Except, as I said, it was sprinkling a little, so second step hood, he goes up in the air, and he's parallel to the fucking road, flat in the air, all 4 limbs flailing. Bounces off the hood, hits the fucking ground. No sooner did he hit the ground, some guy across the street yells, "Hey, that's my car!" So, he goes up and has to give some complete bullshit story. You know, well, what were you doing? Well, I thought it was my friend's car. Who would run on their friend's car? I would. So they go back and forth. He's got to get his information. So my buddy gives him a fake name, gives him a fake phone number. And as they're going through all this, I start to thinking, you know, I don't think this is really this guy's fucking car. I think they're messing with us. So they start following us home, and thing winds up being a debacle. But the point is, I wish there was some sort of cosmic DVR where I could just fucking backtrack and I would replay this dude parallel to the road, all 4 limbs flailing, bounces off the car. It was a thing of fucking beauty. It all was in slow motion to me, and I think I should probably stop here and just say that you know who you are, and you probably owe me for keeping that one under wraps. But I'll cut myself off, which I wish I was a little bit better at. But yeah, good times up there in La Crosse with drunken people doing things on cars. Ron, drink and robe, drink the ancient aged Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, which frankly looked too cheap for me to try before, but not too bad. Not too bad. Worth a run at. So see you next time.